Greetings. So today we're doing a reading that has a question, and the question is, what does love have in store for me for the new year, for the next upcoming year? And so this is a free association type of reading, which means there's no particular order to it, like there is with the Celtic Cross. It just you take the cards one by one and lay them out, and then see if I can get a message out of it. Sometimes it works better than others. We seem to have gotten a lot out of this one. There seems to be a lot here, so because I'm holding the camera in my hand, I can't really flip the cards over. So they've already been all flipped over, and we'll just start with the first one I pulled here, which was the Knight of Coins, the Knight of Pentacles. This card is a very stable card. I believe what it's indicating here is that at least for the start of the year, things are going to be stable and on the course that they currently are on. That means if you are in a relationship now, you'll remain in a relationship. If you're not in a relationship now, then that will probably continue for at least part of the year. Next, we move to the Ace of Wands. Okay, well, the Ace of Wands is an interesting card to pull in a case like this. This is a sign of like male fertility. It's a phallus, and so you can read into that a lot of different things. But basically, it says that you should expect. You should expect to have a wand. You should expect to have a wand to use it for your disposal, I suppose, is one way to put it. It could mean that a child could be conceived, or there could be a child in the future. So if that's not in your plans, make sure that you take precautions to make sure that doesn't happen. We'll talk more about there's a lot going on with the Ace of Wands. It can also mean like sex, that kind of a deal, because just let me look at it. It looks like a... Okay, now interestingly enough, the next card we pulled here was the Queen of Wands. Well, the Queen of Wands, as you can see here, if we pull up a little bit, is, that's the wand, right? Now this is you. You're the Queen of Wands. So this is your wand. You're now holding it in your hand. So what this tells us is that you're I'm assuming that this is for a woman, but I'm not sure. The Queen doesn't necessarily have to represent a woman, but it would represent somebody who is passionate, someone who is romantic, someone who knows how to take charge, someone who knows what she wants and knows how to get it, or knows what they want and know how to get it. You can also be hasty, a little bit, a little quick to make a decision, a little hasty about decision making, things of that nature. So now for our first three cards here, we can pull out and show all three of them, and it tells us something. It makes a little story here. The Knight of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, and the Queen of the Knight of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, and the Queen of Wands together tells me that you're probably already in a relationship, and the one person in the relationship would be the Knight, the other person would be the Queen. Likely the Queen is you, and the Knight is the person that you're in the relationship with. The qualities of these two people would be the Knight would be someone who is hardworking, practical, maybe very stable, not too quick to get excited, which kind of goes the exact opposite of you. You might be a little more fiery, rash, emotionally dependent. But it says that between the two of you there is intimacy. And so if you're currently not in a relationship, then this would likely be something to look for, as you meet people or as you come across things in the next year, to look out for the person that represents the Knight of Pentacles. So now we'll move to our next 3 cards. And we have here the 8 of Swords. Okay, the 8 of Swords shows a person or a woman that is hogtied and hoodwinked, or that's what I like to say. But she's bound and she can't see, and there's going to be a point where you may feel trapped, you may feel isolated, you may be afraid to do something because of not knowing what direction to take. You may feel like you're being held hostage, or you may just feel isolated. It can mean all of those things. Moving on to our next card here, we have the 5 of Coins. Okay, so this one is telling me is seeking refuge. You may seek refuge in us. You may seek refuge in spirituality because of something that happens over the year. Maybe this loss and isolation, in order to fill in the fill in for that. Maybe you turn to the church, or return, have a stronger belief in God, something of that nature. And then our 6th card here, we have the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups is a card of happiness, celebration, harmony, and this means that I think overall for the year you're going to experience more happiness than pain and isolation. This could be pain, this could be isolation, and like the little kids dancing there. And so that this gives us our 2nd set of cards, which could be read as such a cross, that you'll go through a time of pain and isolation. You'll go through a point where you'll be isolated and maybe feel trapped or unsure of which direction to go, and you may turn to spirituality to help you with that. And in the end, it's going to be a happy outcome, or an outcome that that is an optimistic or a happy outcome. So now we can also start reading these down, which would say that perhaps something from the separation that is we see here in the 8 of Swords is caused by you're maybe being separated from somebody because of work, or because of school, or something that you have to do, some kind of a duty or some kind of a job that will lead to the isolation. We look over here and we see that maybe a strong love, a strong libido or a strong sexual urge leads to bad decisions and low self-esteem, or lack of self-esteem or loss of self-esteem. And that over here, the Queen of Wands will bring joy to the people that she loves, and the people that she loves love her in return. So that would be our first 6 cards. So then, usually 6 cards is enough. Oh shoot, look what time it is. Okay, so I'm going to have to cut this one because I've already done 9 minutes, and I'll just pick up with the rest of the reading after this. Thank you.